What is going on, Hive Strong Nation? Your boy Afro Archer here, dropping his first episode in this podcast journey. I wanted to share what the premise of this podcast is going to be about, so that way you can subscribe, connect, comment, and do with whatever it takes to find your journey and with whatever it is that you're wanting to achieve. So, a little bit of premise on what Hive Strong is. This all came about with my academy that I have here in Canton, Georgia, where I have a team of JOAD, which is Junior Olympic Archery Development. And I wanted to expand my reach to, let other people know about with what we're offering here from a coaching standpoint of view, from a community standpoint of view, as people have always been participating in my programs through just word of mouth. I haven't done any real marketing, no magazines or anything like that until recently. So I thought that if I'm going to be doing marketing from that perspective, I might as well just go all out and create my own podcast, since this is the trend and the wave of 2024. Actually, been going on probably since 2015, 2020, right before the pandemic. Podcasting really just started going up and up and up and up and up. But my name is Afro Archer, and I'm going to be your host. The whole premise, like I said before, is about learning, sharing, comparing via a community of people that are wanting to understand or already know and want to learn more about archery and the business aspect, the sports academics aspect, as well as just finding how to take the first step into archery. So for me, it's all about community. I'm doing this podcast to create a community around a grassroots approach and understanding all the aspects that you would need to know to be able to get involved with the sport of archery. There's some ancillary things that from learning archery that you can apply to a number of other things, like being an entrepreneur, starting a business, starting a podcast. The reason why I say this is as a community, you look for like-minded people that are doing the same thing in your community, be it sports-oriented, entrepreneurship, business, what have you. You always try and find like-minded people. In our community, it's people that enjoy sport, archery as a recreation, or where you have collegiate ambitions or even Olympic ambitions. But that community is what I'm wanting to create or have created and wish to expand by using this platform via the podcasting. So Hive Strong Academics or Hive Strong Academy is what I'm wanting to expand in that community by leveraging this podcast platform. So one thing that I want you to understand too is building out this community, I am a level 4 U.S. national archery coach, and I'm using that tutelage through the 70, 80 plus hours that I've actually, it's more like 140 hours that I've taken to be able to get my certification. There's only 5 levels, and I'm level 4 right now, so it's quite arduous to get to level 4 while being a professional archer, which I am. So as I'm coaching in different aspects, which is target competition, hunting for sport, and even recreational. Those people that want to do it in a group atmosphere and a family dynamic. I'm here to use my coaching prowess to help you find the right steps to become a really good archer. The other thing in regards to what I'm doing and the services that I'm providing and the value that you see by watching this podcast is some people want to find out, how do I find a coach? How do I find a place to shoot? What type of equipment do I get? I mean, do you want to have this auto dealer mentality where you go into a bow shop and they're just trying to sell you the most expensive bow well outside of your capability? That's why I'm here. I'm going to give you the true talk, right? The true, real talk about what you need based on the experience you have and the outcomes that you're wanting to get. So I'm excited, right? So I am so excited about all the information that I've learned, in the past 25 years as a just coach in general, coaching cycling, coaching swimming, coaching soccer, baseball. I mean, coaching across the board, but my passion is archery. And I've developed some mindset techniques, some processes, and some patterns that makes me the number one mindset specialist in the world, in my opinion, right? So with what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be serving you. And the more you connect, the more you subscribe and the more you share this information with others, the bigger our community gets, the more knowledge you're able to obtain, and the better outcomes you will receive out of wanting one, to either be a better archer, a better entrepreneur, a better business person, or whatever it is that you want to do. Because when I serve, I'm serving you a plate of understanding. That plate of understanding deals with developing processes. How do you understand the patterns and how to change those patterns from a negative pattern to a positive pattern to get the outcome that you're looking for? But primarily, thinking, gaining clarity of thought, right? So for me, I want you to learn from my pain, right? I've already experienced all the ups and downs, stepping in all the potholes. I'm a 50 plus old man that has done quite a bit in my lifetime. And now I want to share those experiences with you to help you possibly avoid some of the pitfalls that I fell in, not just in business, but in sport as well. So there's a lot of knowledge out there on the World Wide Web. How do you choose what to select, what you're going to follow? So what I'm trying to do is create a platform where it's a one-stop shop. You come here, you can ask questions. I'll find the answers if I don't know them already. But I want you to find a place that's congruent and consistent with a specific way of obtaining knowledge around a specific vertical topic, archery, business, entrepreneurship, where it's simple. It's not complicated, right? I don't want to make getting to an outcome overly difficult, because the more difficult it is, the less likely you're to stay with it, right? So I'm not here to motivate you. I'm not even here to create determination. You have to do that for yourself. But what I am here to do is persuade for good. I want to persuade you to actively listen and think clearly, to establish and develop specific processes, main patterns that are going to get you the outcomes via a positive structured mindset that you can replicate and make consistent in your life to be able to achieve the outcomes and goals that you're looking to reach. Because everything that you do in life is a process. I don't care. You can name one thing and I will tell you there's a process to that. Putting on your shoes, that's a process, especially if you're a kid, and tying your shoes is definitely a process, right? Put your feet in the shoe, pull the string tight, one bunny ear on the left, one bunny ear on the right, over the fence, down into the bunny hole, and you pull tight, right? Those are steps that create a process. When that process is turning into a skill, then you've created a pattern of understanding that this is what you have to do to be able to successfully tie your shoes and keep them tied. After you take a couple of steps, your shoes won't be untied because you develop a skill to keep it right. So moving forward, this podcast is going to be extremely exciting, very interactive. It's not just going to be me here sitting and talking to you. I'm going to be interviewing a great deal of people that are just like you, asking the question, how do I get into archery? I find it interesting. How do I start a business? I want to be on my own. I'm tired of working for the man, right? I've done all of that and been really successful at it. So now it's time for me to serve and share that information with you. All I want you to do is keep an open mind, an open heart, and enjoy the journey, because I'm going to be here for you. And I'm going to leave you with these three things. Your first lesson, 3 letters, CSS. If you're wanting to start on a journey, on a walk of understanding, of discovery, these 3 letters will encompass everything that you do. Because every day, you're conscious, right? You need to be aware of who you are and what you want, or what you need rather, right? Wants and needs are different. That's another discussion, right? Conscious, be aware when you wake up in the morning, give grace to God, and know that you have another day to become more than what you were yesterday. S, skill set. Every day you should study, learn, do, to be able to create another facet of who you are and what you understand to accomplish things, right? Doesn't need to be a mastery of that thing, but an understanding of that thing. So that way you can skillfully do that thing without inhibition, right? With confidence. And then the last one is S as well. Self-image. The problem with human beings is that we're always trying to be perfect when we should just try to be pretty good. Pretty good is okay because you're moving forward, right? Failure is only failure when you quit. If you fail and you learn, that's not failure. That's a stepping stone to success. So CSS, conscious mind. Be aware of who you are and with what you need. S, skill set. Develop something new every single day so that way who you are becomes more than who you were yesterday. And the most important one is self-image. See yourself in a positive light. And if it's in a negative light right now, surround yourself with positive people that see the worth that you have and with what you want to do on this planet. And I guarantee you that circle of friends is going to get you out of that pitfall of negativity. Because self-image that's positive can lead to an abundance of anything that you want. So with that, I'm going to leave you. I'm Afro Archer. I'm going to be your host for Hive Strong. And I am so excited for what the future holds in this. So I'm always going to close this show by saying this. Aim your passion at someone and be strong. Peace out.